Hello and welcome to this lesson in the Writer's Guide to Freewrite. In this class, we'll explore the use of placeholders in drafting, a technique that allows you to mark areas in your text that require future revision without interrupting your writing flow. We'll discuss how to effectively use placeholders to signal incomplete sections and introduce a system of tags to quickly identify specific editing needs. This approach keeps you engaged in writing while ensuring that necessary adjustments and enhancements are readily accessible during revisions. Placeholders are a great way to keep track of sections in your draft when you need to revise later during the editing process. If you've never used placeholders, we suggest a few following methods. X marks the spot. Every time you stumble while drafting, simply type XX and keep typing. You can include an explanation after the XX to tell your future you while you put the placeholder there. You can even close with another XX to mark the end of this explanation. When you finish drafting and transfer your work to editing software, you'll use the search function to find all instances of XX and address each one individually. Alternatively, you could use TK, as editors do in the publishing world. TK means to come, intentionally misspelled so that it's never confused for final copy. People use XX and TK because neither commonly occur in the English language. If instead you used a common word like note, your searches during revision could get bogged down with results with the word note occurring naturally in your manuscript. Depending on what language you're writing in, there may be a combination that works best for you. Just choose any uncommon combination of characters. So let's look at an example. The cold wind hit Dorothy's bare skin like knives, as if the world wanted her to go crawling back inside. But she had things to do, people to save. John was counting on her, XX, rename him, we already have a John, XX. And she would be there for him no matter what, unless her mother got in the way. XX, insert conversation with her mom, XX. Tag, you're it. If you find yourself confused when you go back to view your XXs during your editing phase, or if you find that the writing of long-form notes to yourself interrupts your flow, then try these standardized list of tags. Character. Insert this when you've forgotten something about a character that needs to be included, or if you suspect someone is acting out of character and may need to be revised. Dialogue. Use this when you reach a point of dialogue that's going to need a lot of revision, or if an entire conversation needs to happen and it's not coming to you at the moment. Drop this tag and move on. Plot. This is your marker for when you think you've just introduced a plot hole. Stopping to try and unravel it now will interrupt your flow. That's a problem for future you. Setting. Use this marker when you're not positive the setting is consistent, or if you can't think of an interesting setting or place to scene. POV. If you're writing from multiple points of view, it can become confusing, especially when you're free writing. We've often written entire chapters in the wrong point of view, only to have to fix it in revision. If you suspect you might have gotten the wrong POV, insert POV and keep writing in whatever POV feels natural and keeps you in flow. This might even be a hint to your subconscious that you should change the POV. Once you're familiar with these tags, dropping them in your text as you go will become second nature, and then you'll have a better handle on what needs to happen during revisions. When you finally finish drafting and transfer your work to editing software, you'll use that search function and search for each tag and address every instance accordingly. Thanks for joining us on this lesson. Write on.